Okay, thank you. I will go ahead and call to order the emergency board meeting for March 19th of the Ames Community School District Board of Directors. I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I move we approve the agenda.
Second.
Moved by Shields Cook, seconded by Beerbaum. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Passes 7-0. Director Beerbaum, will you please read the purpose statement?
The Ames Community School District commits to equity and access that empowers every individual to reach their full personal and educational potential.
Thank you very much. We will go ahead and start with the action items. And the first action item is the COVID-19 school closure pursuant to the governor's recommendation. I will entertain a motion.
I move the board accept Governor Kim Reynolds' recommendations to close the Ames Community School District due to the COVID-19.
Second. Moved by Shields Cook, seconded by Colton. Discussion. I don't know, Superintendent Reisner, is there anything, I think we all know what this is, but is there anything you want to say about this specific action item?
We just,
You'll have to unmute yourself.
hang on one second. Okay. There's a echo.
Yeah, I took mine off.
Okay, we got it now. Sorry about that. This is just fulfilling that requirement or recommendation from the governor. We currently, as you know, are on spring break this week. And so this would be an additional 4 weeks after. I have a,
It's for the YouTube.
is there any chance I could get that shut?
Yeah, I mean, it's so that we can just hear on the live stream too. That microphone.
Okay, that's better than if I don't put my earphones on, because otherwise there's a bad echo and I can't think through that. Okay, sorry about that, technical difficulties, we'll get this down. Yes, so this would be to comply with that recommendation from the governor for an additional 4 weeks after our spring break. And then at that time, I believe that the governor will be revisiting the state of the state and giving us further recommendations if necessary, or giving us the recommendation that it would be fine to come back to school. I also would anticipate recommendation coming probably before that date, but at the latest it would be right before we come back. So at this time, our plan is that we come back on the 13th, and unless recommended otherwise.
Any questions on what we're voting on? Hearing none. Did somebody say something? Okay, hearing none. It's been moved that we approve Governor Reynolds' recommendation. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Passes 7-0. Thank you. Item 2, personnel report.
I think we lost Jenny.
Sorry, y'all, it kicked me out. Sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
All right.
Thank you, good.
Beerbaum, seconded by Bankin. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the personnel report indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Passes 7-0. Item 3, continuation of pay during COVID-19 school closure.
I move the board authorize the payment of hourly employees for regularly scheduled hours, holidays, and for normal contract payments for contract employees and the continuation of employer-paid benefits during the school closure during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Second.
Moved by Benkin, seconded by Colton. Discussion?
Could we just have some more clarity
Yeah.
about what this specifically means for our employees?
I'm waiting, I don't know, Superintendent Reisner, are you on? I can see that Chris is on. One of you, maybe if you could give us a little bit more clarity.
I am.
Okay, there you
I
are.
also believe that we have we have Kristen Johnson, our HR director, on as well. So I can give an overview. I'd gladly give an overview. If Kristen would prefer to give it, that's fine as well. Oh, Chris is prepared. I am prepared as well. Either or. Go for it.
So, obviously, this is just an unprecedented situation that school districts in Iowa have never faced. Our employees, just like all employees in this country, are facing very difficult circumstances. We have been funded for the year, and so we have the funding to provide for our employees. At this point, the governor has said, and they have waived the requirement for hours, so we do not have to make up any days. So our recommendation is to continue to pay all of our full-time and part-time.
Go on to your screen.
I'm unmuted.
She's unmuted.
Yeah, no, I can hear her. Can you just say something?
Hello? Is my...
Talking to
Okay, so I think I turned my microphone way down because we were getting really loud here. Can you hear me better now? Yes. Okay. Do you want me to start over? Okay, so obviously we are in very unprecedented times, and so we have never had, at least in my experience, a closure of a school district or statewide as we are now. And our employees, just like employees all over this country, are facing very difficult circumstances with continuing to be able to live their lives and support their families. Our funding is guaranteed. We are continuing to get funding as if we are still in session. So we have funding to pay our staff as if they were working. The governor and the legislature have waived the requirement for hours, so at this point, at least through the closure that has been recommended by the governor, we will not have to make up hours. Therefore, we don't have to worry about additional pay. So we recommend continuing to pay our full-time and part-time permanent employees as if they were working. Some of the things that we want to make sure that people understand is there will be things for our employees to do. They just might not be at their location. All employees will be on an on-call status, and they will be required to work if needed. So this is not a situation where employees can go on vacation, if you could even go anywhere right now. We just feel that this is the right thing to do. I had a survey from my cohorts, and I haven't seen a school district that has not taken this action.
Chris, can you tell us who is not covered by this action?
The only people that would not be covered would be subs that are not guaranteed paid regardless. So if I'm a sub-teacher and I've accepted a job and a teacher then rescinds their PTO, I don't get called in and I don't get paid. So all of our permanent, full-time, and part-time employees, so let's take EAs. Our EAs will be paid based on the hours that they were scheduled to work, as if they worked them. So if I'm a 3-hour-a-day EA, I will get paid that. If I'm a 6-hour EA, I will get paid that.
Any other questions for Chris?
How does this
So on Monday night, you will have another item to approve. Durham has asked us to continue to pay them. We are going to recommend on Monday night that we continue that. One thing, and I have talked to the other school districts in the area that are outsourced, and I think they'll be making the same recommendation. For one thing, we don't have, especially given what's going on in the economy right now, the ability to mobilize our own transportation service by fall. So it's in our best interest that Durham does not go out of business. In addition, we have already worked with Durham, and starting Monday for our summer feeding programs, they will be running shuttles from the areas of town that aren't covered by the feeding sites, or areas within the feeding sites that are past busy roads and so forth where people shouldn't be walking. So while they're not running our normal home-to-school routes, they will be running shuttles during the 3 hours of the summer feeding program. So that item will be coming Monday.
Any other questions? Thank you for that. This unprecedented situation. So we have a motion on the table. It was moved by Bankin, seconded by Colton. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Passes 7-0. Thank you very much. Any items from the board? I think what I would say is I just want to extend, on behalf of the board, thanks to our staff and as well as the community members that are working with our school district to ensure that our kids are getting fed during this time period. But really, as we are all balancing the anxiety, stress, and uncertainty that comes from this unique situation, knowing that you're all balancing your staff and professional responsibilities as well as balancing that with your personal concerns. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for everything that you're doing. I know by the number of my emails that you're all very busy. So thank you very much. We all really appreciate your efforts. Superintendent Reisner, is there anything that you would like to add?
The only thing I would add would be that we are planning to still have our regular meeting on Monday. So our regular meeting will look exactly like today's meeting in terms of it being a virtual meeting.
Thank you. Yes, we will convene. I think it's 6:30, right? Or did we do 5:30?
6:30.
It is 6:30.
We will convene again virtually at 6:30 on Monday night, and obviously until that time there may be additional changes as this is an ever fluid situation that we're working through. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Shields Cook, seconded by Beerbaum. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Passes 7-0. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and please be safe out there.
Thank you.